Okay, it says it's recording. So the demo that I wanted to show you all is how to make a book from one sheet of paper, which is often the form that zines take, is people printing out one sheet of paper, because with cutting and pasting text and image, like what I did for these instructions, it makes reproduction super easy. You don't have to worry about lining things up if you're letterpress printing or screen printing, or even with graphic design, that can be kind of tedious. So the physical cutting and pasting and photocopying a sheet of paper is super easy. So the way that we'll do this is to take a sheet of paper, and it can be any size. I happen to have some large paper, but 8.5 by 11 works really well too. And the first step is to fold this paper hamburger style. With your content facing out, that makes it really simple in terms of the way the folds work. So we have our single sheet of paper folded, and then we'll do a little accordion fold like this on both sides. That way, and then back fold the other one, the other page like that. And fold it down, and then open it back up. So we have those 4 folds, and then fold it hot dog style. Have either of you done this fold before?
I've seen it, but
okay. Yeah. It's useful. So now we have our long hot dog fold. A vegan dog, or whatever you like to eat. And then we'll actually make one cut. So I refolded it in half, hamburger style, and we're gonna cut from the fold, be sure it is the fold side, to the intersection of the hamburger and hot dog. So this line right here on both sides of the fold are gonna be cut. So, and stop. And then open everything back up and go hot dog style once more, and push everything toward the middle. So you're creating what wants to be folded like a book. Just have to find what you made the front cover, like that. This is what I have as the front. Just make sure the folds line up as best as you can. It's not always easy or perfect. That's okay. These are zines, and probably sell them for $1 or $2 or give them away. Just meant to be little books. But as you can see, you have 4 pages to work with. In addition to the inside, which can be really exciting, you can open this structure up like this and design some content in that area, or have a poster on the back. I've seen those, which can be really exciting and useful. But that is the basic idea of just one structure that can be useful for a project. Any questions? Anything unclear about that?
no. Yeah, seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, compared to the stuff that we were doing, very much so. And I uploaded the directions on today's class. So I scanned in each page and added it as a PDF. Because there are, maybe you can't see, but there are like instructions on each of these pages.
Cute.
Yeah. A zine about how to make a zine. Why not? It's totally self-reflexive. So yeah, I mean, you can do lots of research on examples of zines. There's some really awesome websites out there, which I put links to, including Broken Pencil. And I think they right now have a free membership or free single subscription going. Just like all of these places are doing awesome solidarity free stuff. So it's like prime time for free content.
Yeah, there's this this is totally off topic, but there's this I have time to start doing yoga again, and if you guys also do that sort of thing, there's this website called Do Yoga With Me, and they have like a lot of their videos are free, but you can also, they have like a 2 months free subscription because of it too. So yeah, just random information.
Absolutely. Yeah. That is great. Nice. So maybe I'll just go over the project since it's being recorded and other people can hear it as well. I'm going to pull up the assignment. So, Zine project. Let's see. Zine project is to create at least one copy of a zine. Could be more if you want to make extra to give away to family or friends or mail to fellow classmates. Last semester we did a trade, which was really great. Unfortunately, that might be a little harder, and I don't expect people to spend their money on postage, but that could be a cool option. Keeping in mind like the spirit and the idea of zines, which is to be non-commercial, often homemade or online publications, and devoted to a specialized topic, sometimes unconventional because publishers won't publish certain topics or don't think it's profitable. So zines can be really super great for that. And think about what topic you might want to explore. In the assignment, I go over this, but it could be personal. How can a zine be a space for reflection during our current moment in our society? Or something that's really important to you as a topic? It could be educational or instructional, like we're seeing with so many YouTube videos and other social media content. How can you use these little books as a space to teach somebody a skill that you're really excited about? Entertainment, how can a zine be used for fiction? Kind of like those fanzines, which were really just fans being excited about sci-fi stuff and wanting to relate to other fans. And one other idea is, how can these little books be an agent for social change? What positive message do you want to send to your community? At this time, that feels so relevant. And there's like so much legislation that's being proposed. And how can we use zines as a space to talk about change we want to see? Our hopes are really getting built up with some of these ideas, and I hope that they become a reality. One example is that I saw proposed student loan forgiveness just like this morning, and I got super excited about that, and oh my gosh, my life would change so drastically. Oh. So how, maybe I should write a zine or publish something about that, you know? So these projects we could work on Thursday as a virtual group. That's not mandated, but could be a cool time to share together. But our goal would be for the zines to be done April 2nd, and for you all to post some sort of content in the discussion. Created a discussion on my courses called Zines, ! And zine discussion. So if we could upload some photos or content links there that would be, I think, next Tuesday. That would be ideal. Or wait, hold on, I think I misspoke. Next Thursday.
Cool.
Gotcha.
And then the Ethiopian structures, were some posting those by Thursday, is that correct?
Let me check on the schedule for that.
Sounds right.
Yeah. And obviously, right, if people have had to leave them at RIT and don't have them, that is totally understandable. We can talk about that experience maybe. Yeah. Review.
So are most of our crits then from here on out just like discussion based, except for the final you want to have kind of a video call with most everyone?
That is correct. Yeah. So text, leaving messages in the discussion, just because of scheduling and wanting to be flexible.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking on the schedule. Huh. I'm not seeing the Ethiopian on there. I feel like. Do you all remember this from an email?
I think it was in an
Maybe it was my courses or an email.
Yeah.
yeah, it was an email. Here it is. It's a PDF attachment and an email you sent 4 days ago.
Okay. Yeah.
And it said March 26th, which would be this Thursday. To post photos and then over the next week give feedback, basically.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. So yes, if possible, that would be great for folks to do that by this Thursday.
Cool.
Yeah. So, unless you all have any questions, we could dismiss our meeting.
Oh.
Good timing.
Hello. I totally
Hey,
could not
Matt.
get Zoom to work at first.
I know. It's not very easy, but I appreciate that you're here.
Yeah, my video camera does work, but my room's a mess. So, all right. So what did I miss? Sorry, I'm late.
It's okay. It's okay. We just talked about our next project, which is zines. Do you have experience with zines?
Yeah, I've made like little. Well, like what type of zines though? Are we talking about like stuff like this, where you can like open it up and it's like a single page?
That's
like that type
the
of zine?
demonstration I just gave. Yeah, you got my name.
All right. I guess I didn't really miss anything then. I mean,
True.
nothing that I didn't know.
Just
Actually, I had a question for you, Laura, that might apply to others. I'm trying to buy paper online, and nothing will ship until April 22nd.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like, is Staples still open?
Where are you?
Walmart probably.
I'm
is.
in Rochester. Oh, Walmart? Would Walmart have paper?
I don't know.
And I bet FedEx might still be open. They might be essential. And they have some beautiful paper there.
Yeah, like what would you recommend? Because like I like copy paper, but it's also like really, really thin. So
yeah. So
also the link you sent us of the kit, that's like they're out of stock. So
oh gosh, of course.
yeah.
Not surprised. Right, so if you can't order a kit, a bookbinding kit, things that you could probably find around your house would be a push pin to use as an awl. Those work really well. Or a little nail or something. Bone folder, you can use really any sort of plastic material. I've used a pen or a butter knife handle or something, like a spoon.
Butter knife handle. What would you recommend as like a punching like the cradle?
Cradle, you could use lots of different things. Cardboard, as long as it's pretty thick, so you're not punching into your table. Use that. You can use a phone book, just open it up to the middle. And
Oh, that's smart.
like old textbook, you know?
Just something that'll like keep it in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Other options are just punching off of your table. So like if you have your section, you can just hang it off of your table and open it up just like that. That works all right. And then you could try making your own there at home if you want to try. And I've used like duct tape instead of binding
The
cloth.
fabric.
Pull it all together. Yeah, why not?
Smart.
Yeah, so at FedEx, they have, if you ask them, they'll give you a booklet of samples. And they have some nice stuff like recycled paper. I got this off-white green color with little like flecks in it. They had cool, and this is a little bit thicker. This is 80 pound.
Ooh, does it bend easy or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as it's with the grain. With
What was the Mohawk paper? What was the weight of the Mohawk paper we were using?
We were using 80 pound text weight, those large sheets, which is about like this, a little bit thicker. This one's 70 pounds and a little bit thinner.
What's the price usually?
I just got a pack of 11 by 17, 500 sheets for 20 bucks.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Over the years, I've searched a lot of places for like not online, like physical places, and FedEx is like one of the best. Yeah. And then, I mean, so I found, unfortunately, though, the grain is not what I would want it to be. It's long ways.
Oh, that's unusual.
I found most copy paper of this size is grain going like this. Maybe you found.
Actually, no, I think you are right, because like whenever I tried to print stuff with 8.5 and then just like double it and print out like 11 by 17, the grain was always opposite than what I was used to. So I always had to like compensate for that.
Right. Right. That's great if you can adjust the grain, but also I've been making books in sections that are folded against the grain, and as long as we're not applying adhesive to the spine, it's all right. It's like what we gotta do when we don't have beautiful full sheets where we can choose the grain that we want. yeah. Other materials or tool questions?
We're not gonna have to make covers, are we?
For this project or like in general?
In general, for the rest, because we have the zine project, and then what was the other one?
The other one is a structure of your choice. And
Is that the final? Because I thought we had another one before the
I
final.
think we have 3 projects, right?
Yeah, the middle one is a structure of your choice. So I'll be demonstrating the case binding, which does use hardcovers. However, if that is just too much, like too many steps, too many materials, you can find any structure that you want to try out.
Could I just do the Jacob's ladder I already made?
I mean, like make a new one.
Yeah, I can make a new one or something.
Right. Yeah. I'm really open to whatever structure, even if it means doing one we've already done. Like you're in a brand new environment using totally new tools and materials. I think that would be totally valid. Yeah. So yeah, it would be that project and then the final project, which is also pretty open-ended.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Do you think I know they're on Amazon, like you can get like a $10 like little cutter thing, the slide cutters. Do you think those would be good to get? Because then we could trim down paper.
Yeah, those are really useful for sure. I found that they're not great for sections. Really just single sheets or maybe 2 sheets because they're strong. Yeah, when folding sections, and wanting to trim them, it's just going to be probably a matter of not trimming the edges like we usually do. If it's one section, that's easy to do with a few careful cuts with an X-Acto knife. We have a lockdown now, and before that I visited a friend and we produced 50 zines in the single pamphlet, and we cut each section by hand at the foredge, and it took a while, but it was fine. It's kind of a nice activity to do. I know this isn't possible now, but in the future, if you want a really nice paper cutter for cutting section, I invested in the cut trimmer, which looks like that. I have projects on it now.
The one with the light? Oh wow, it's huge.
It is kind of huge, yeah. It is like one of the major investments that I've made in bookbinding. But it's
What is that called?
What's that?
What's the name of that?
Oh, cut trimmer. It's German. So let me. Can you read that label right there?
No, bring it a little closer.
Oh, cut with a K, of course.
Yeah. And they sell them in.
Cut trimmer.
This is one of the larger ones, but they also sell them in like 1 foot by 1 foot.
The $400 one.
I found a small one at Green Ovation a few weeks ago.
Nuh-uh.
It was $20. Oh my gosh.
Did you get it?
Fainted in the store.
Did you get it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was gonna say, is it still there?
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna use it for mobile workshops. maybe in the future, like, who knows, really?
Yeah.
But,
Well, it's nice to have an accessible sort of medium to work with. I will say that.
Mhm.
I'm like very like thankful, grateful that I like even that I have a little sort of set up to do anything.
exactly. Yeah, I've been thinking the same thing.
Because you can't really blow glass at home.
Hey, how are the rest of your classes doing? Because you graduate.
Yeah, I graduate. Yay. Yeah, so basically it's just this class and my glass, like obviously like the glass class, which is basically just like reading and writing and that sort of stuff. Basically just like writing assignments for the rest of the semester, professional development.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I have another class that wasn't a studio arts class to begin with, so pretty straightforward.
Did you
But
know that in Japan, for elementary graduations, elementary school graduation, they're doing it over to Minecraft?
nuh-uh.
What?
Yeah, they are.
What?
Crazy.
Oh my gosh. For what
Yeah.
reason?
Yeah.
Just to do it?
Yeah, just I mean, like it makes sense though, because like they're elementary kids. Like, I think it's so funny.
They like all do it.
I don't know if all schools are, but I know one school was.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer that it's and like the thing is I didn't even care about walking until it was like taken away from me, and now I'm like shit, like kind of want to walk now.
Yeah.
You can still go out and walk as long as you're not like
Well,
talking to other people.
I don't know. In some places, you can't really.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
where?
probably in the city.
I'm in
Cities.
Like
the city.
New
I
York
went for a
City.
walk today.
Then
Oh,
why
you
are you
mean-
saying you can't go for walks if you just went for a walk?
You can go for solitary exercise. That's still allowed.
Then why are you saying you couldn't go for a walk?
No, the graduation ceremony.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
think you're outside.
Oh my
My
God.
bad.
Good times.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Did you already have like a senior thesis show thing, or how does that work?
No, it was supposed to be next week. It was supposed to be next Friday, but it's being postponed until later in the summer.
Okay.
Which is like fine because like the work's not going anywhere and the space isn't going anywhere. It's just the ability to have the work in the space, which is kind of compromised. So that's kind of how I'm just sort of like thinking about it in my brain. And then the one that RIT sponsors, or like the one that they sort of organize, we haven't heard. We heard something about it, but it's definitely, I think it's just going to be like some sort of a digital thing.
Gotcha.
Which kind of, like for me, it sucks because I was waiting until like the show that I was supposed to have next week. I was going to get professional documentation and like, I'm just like, I can't, like now I don't have photographs of anything and like.
Yeah, to be able to easily do something digital now.
Yeah, and it's like if I had the images, I'd be like, cool. But now it's just like whatever images I have, that's what I have. I can't. But that's kind of like minimal problems right now, like low on, I guess, in the general scheme of things, like having decent whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I also keep thinking like we're never going to have an opportunity to like not feel guilty about staying inside all day.
Right.
So,
Fair.
you know, that kind of keeps me sane a little bit.
Absolutely.
Embrace
for
your laziness.
Yeah.
for good introverted time. I know that I feel a lot of social pressure usually to get out and be doing things and helping people. And now that that's gone, like, oh my gosh, I can stay in my studio then? For real? But it won't last forever. Hopefully it won't last forever. Right?
So I saw someone said it might last like 9 months, but I could not handle being in my house for 9 months.
What about 9 months?
A politician, I think, 1 second. I'm trying to look up the source. Oh yeah, the CDC says coronavirus spread could last into next year, but impact could be blunted.
Right. I've definitely heard that too. Have you all heard that?
Yeah.
I know.
Yes, I heard it.
I do think that I heard that China is about to, or maybe has already lifted their
They're reopening.
right, because they were really strict about staying in place.
Yeah. Well, that's what like
You
all
know,
of this is trying to prevent. So
Florida only just like closed their beaches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which
Seattle's
is-
been locked down for a while over here because it hit here first.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, the first outbreak in Washington was at the hospital, like 8 minutes from where I'm at currently. So it's like a few weeks ahead of the rest of the country, basically, as far as like what's going on.
yeah. My one friend, she's supposed to come up next week, and she's like, I don't know if I should come. Like, New York is like at the same, like, there's so many cases in New York, and it's at such a high risk. And I'm like, that's because New York City has like 7 point whatever million people in it. Like, that's like the main reason why the numbers are so high, and the testing's getting better. So
That's good.
yeah.
South Korea, their curve's already like flattening.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they tested like almost everybody.
Oh my god.
They like spent the money on the test, and now like they're already going to be fine. America was just like, nah, let's not test everybody.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it brings some serious infrastructure issues to the surface so that some change can happen. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it. Like, oh, we're not prepared for this sort of thing. Oh, we can't, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've been thinking about resiliency a lot in all of our systems, like food. The fact that people flock to the grocery stores and now we're running out of food, that's really scary. Or the fact that supply chains could like be cut off and then we're left with no food or maybe water. Really calls to question how we're doing things.
yeah. For
I'm gonna
sure.
start a victory garden, that's for sure. Oh. Other things that we want to talk about? Mac, I just went over some deadlines and the project, but those are all posted already.
Anything this week or?
This week, you said?
Yeah.
You could upload photos photos or writing about the Ethiopian finding, that would be very helpful, so we can kind of wrap up that project. It was left open over spring break, and just be nice to talk about it, and then we can move on. And we'll do that in a discussion. If I haven't already set up a discussion called Ethiopian, then I will do that right after this.
All right. Sounds good.
Cool. Cool. Nice. If there are no further questions or things to talk about, we could wrap up.
That sounds fine with me.
Yeah, cool. I will be here Thursday if you all want to join to make zines, like together, alone, or ask questions or discuss or whatever. I will be here.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's really great to see you all, and I'm glad that you all are safe and all that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Who did that?
Is that a reaction?
Yeah, there's a reaction
I
button.
gotta-
Okay.
I gotta explore this thing a little bit because I don't know. I'll get real crazy with the emojis.
This is my first time being on
Oh,
Zoom
God.
in a group setting.
Yeah. Same.
Yet another piece of technology I have to learn. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
What I got the time, so
There you go. Skill building. Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for joining. And hope you have a really great night.
Thanks. You too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.